What's up, my peoples? What's cracking lacking? What it do? Well, I'm home, man. What it do? What it do? What it do? I don't know what they're doing in traffic, but I'm about to beat up. Come on, come on, come on. So Kanye West, ladies and gentlemen, says he's not bipolar. He said he's autistic. So most people, right, dig this. Most people who's gifted in a certain way, whether it's musically, economically, educational, problem. Autism, maybe that's why he acts the way he acts, because the boy is gifted. I'm not knocking him. I dang sure ain't taking that away from him, right? He's gifted. But does he really have autism? Is there something else that could be wrong with Kanye? In my opinion, I think Kanye is very brilliant. Excuse me, I think he's very brilliant in what he does. I think Kanye should learn how to articulate better. His words and stuff be all over the place, and that's usually normal for people who don't talk much. They're what them things for? Boy, the police be on something. What is that for? They got cameras, they got everything on these cars, man. They got, I don't know what that's for. I don't know if that's the read. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna stay behind them. But anyway, Kanye, he really believes in what he's saying, and I'm not gonna dispute him or disagree with him, because like I've told people in the past, that I've studied Jewish culture, and there are some things they're not telling us because they don't want us to know. And the ones that do know, if you speak about it, you're labeled as an anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing that they don't understand. See, if they really studied what their ancestors been through, what their ancestors were told, even in the Old Testament, what did Jeremiah tell their ancestors? He warned them, Nebuchadnezzar's coming. Y'all will be taken into captivity. So their ancestors didn't heed the warning. When Christ came, he also gave the Pharisees a warning about what they were doing, what would happen. Nobody listened, right? So you speed up to 2,000 some years later, this is the results that you get, right? So because they don't believe in no Bible, because if they believed in the Bible and they believed that their ancestors walked with God and they believed God was once standing in front of their ancestors at a point in time, then why would you all be angry with us? But I know why, because we follow Christ. You all don't. Jewish people, they don't follow Christ. Most of them don't follow Christ. So the ones that do, they try to persecute us because we follow Christ. The covenant don't belong to y'all no more. Man, y'all done did so much transgressions, iniquities over the last 2,000 years. So God said, I'm gonna make a new covenant with the Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Christ came, to establish a new covenant, to get rid of the old. That's why none of the stuff that they do religiously is effective, because God did away with all of that. They'll tell you, ask them. In their mind, God talks to them, but we know God don't talk to them. You know, we know that because y'all don't believe in the Son. So if y'all don't believe in the Son, how can the Father, why would the Father want to come see you and sit down and speak to you? It's not going to happen that way. So Kanye is kind of right about what he's saying. You know, they've been doing this for a long time, even back in the 14th, 15th centuries. If you study the Roman Catholic history, a lot of the Jewish people were involved in that, you know, the slave trades. And not saying that they enslaved all black people. I'm not saying that. But they dealt with the money. You know, it was like kind of like, let's find a way to make the boss happy and rich. And that's what they did. But in the midst of them making the boss happy and rich, they found a way to make themselves rich. And this before the Holocaust and all this, because you got to think about the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds had wealth before the Holocaust. So I don't know what kind of Jews they are. The Rothschilds I'm speaking of, but they are Jews. And so, you know, all this money that they made, you know, and side hustling from the slave trade, you know, they benefited. You know what I'm saying? Put it to you like that. They benefited. You know, they benefited too. So now, when you speed it up to now, this is why they own everything. This is why they're in control of the entertainment music industry. You know, it seemed like all they did was take biblical stories and just turn them around to make profit off of them, you know. And you could tell that they still live the same way that they've been living, because they don't, a lot of them don't take from it and change it, you know, like the Catholics do. They don't, you know, they try to live by that Old Testament. I will say that most of them, some of them, they don't, I never heard a Jew say, well, we're going to change the 10 Commandments, or we're going to change this and that. That they don't do. So that lets me know they still honor something somewhere. Unlike the Catholics, they think they're God. They want to change the 10 Commandments. They want to go to Mount Sinai, get new climate, 10 Commandments to give to people, to control and, you know, to rule again. So I've been studying this, right? So Kanye goes off experience. What he's experienced is what he's talking about. What I've learned, I can compare it to his experience. I can compare it to his experience. You know, Jews have always, besides the pagans, that was their thing, to worship idols. But for some reason, the Jewish community has fell in love with idol worshiping. So that's why if you look at the entertainment industry, they turn rappers into idols. They turn singers and actors and actresses into idols. So something people can look up to, bow down to, want to be like, dress like, talk like. Who don't want to be like their favorite rapper? A lot of people don't have no direction in their life. A lot of people, you know, don't have fathers in the home. So you don't know what direction you would like to take or where you want to go. You really don't know, you know, so you're going to follow something and you're going to look up to somebody who claims they're a man, or who say, yeah, I'm a man because I do this, I do that, I got money. So these are the things you're going to look up to because you have nothing in your home to look up to. So they've been fascinated for thousands of years of these idols when they were specifically told not to do that. Now, I was watching The Woman King, right? And that's pretty good, you know. I'm not agreeing with everything. I'm not saying that there's not an agenda why they pushing it. I'm not getting into that. That's not what this conversation is about. This conversation is about what Kanye West is saying. So if you watch The Woman King, you can see we didn't know nothing about the Bible. A lot of us didn't know nothing about, a lot of our ancestors didn't know nothing about the Bible. We were still pagan worshipers. So that's why the Pope declared slavery on us, because the Pope said at that time, I don't know if it's the Borgia Pope or whoever, before him, but one of them popes said, hey, look, they're pagans. They don't believe in Christianity. They don't worship God. They worship pagans. So automatically, you know, they're slaves. Why you think they converted us over to Christianity? Why you think that? We was never Christians in Africa. That didn't come till later. Now, the Ethiopians might have gotten the scriptures and the Bible and the literature, but the rest of the African, as you can see in the Woman King, as they showing you, they were still doing idol worship and cutting blood, pouring blood on the statue. That's idol worship. That's ancestral worship. That goes against everything God stands for. So when I look at it from a religious perspective, here's how I look at it from a religious perspective. Y'all can disagree with me, but tell me what you think in the comments. But I think we were chosen. The group that's here now, I think we were been. We done been. We done been sold. Women done been manhandled and, you know, having babies for other cultures and all kind of stuff, man. We done, you know, our babies was fed to alligators. All kind of stuff was going on, man. Look at the stuff that we went through, probably just as much as what the Jews went through when Moses was freed the people. What that is. And this dude got something on his car. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to ride past this guy, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. I don't know what them things are on their car. But anyway, so from the 10 Commandments, just said in the Bible, and what was depicted in the movie, you know, you didn't. The women, yes, the women were manhandled by other men. You know. Thank you. Man, you know what I hate about this thing here, man? Oh, man. Anywho, I don't know what in the world I hit this X. It's gonna cut off. I don't know. You know, this thing that made me lose my whole train of thought, man. You trying to go live. I hope this ain't recording this, because I can't get this off of here. So, I can't even get this off of here. Anyway, I'm driving. I'll figure this thing out when I get home. Yeah, so I had lost my thought. But anyway, like I was saying, the Jews and Kanye is going DEFCON 3, right? So DEFCON 3 is in defense. So I get what he's saying, what he's trying to do. And once, like I said, once I found out certain things that they were doing, I said, oh no. I say, man, it's still going on. 2,000 years later, it's still going on. But I just don't understand. They always been fascinated with idol worship. Just to let y'all know, they always been fascinated with idols. You know, if you read the book of Jeremiah or you watch the movie or whatever, you will find and see that their downfall was hooking up with pagan women, pagan guys, having dinner and kicking it with them, playing with their children, bringing the children to the house, taking their kids over to their house. This is how they got caught up in it. So as time go on, I couldn't tell you what happened. All I can tell you is, if you look up every athlete, every entertainer, politician, president, mostly any of these folks that's an official public figure, anybody that's high ranking is an idol. They made an idol. They made them out of an idol. And it got to the point where those people started believing it, and then they started accepting that they were idols. That's why when you hear people say, my idol, he's my idol, I had to stop saying it once I found out. I said, oh, so it didn't matter if it was a statue or not. Idol worship is idol worship. So now that I know that, you know, you're trying to fight that, combat that, fight against it, you're trying to tell people like it happened. Now, we can't save everybody. This is not a save everybody speech. I'm not trying to rescue people. You know what I'm saying? I'm only trying to help the ones who's looking for answers, who's looking for a way out, who's saying, okay, Kanye, I hear him, but he still got the bipolar thing. He's kind of crazy. He's kind of this and kind of that. So here's the truth. Kanye might be crazy to a certain extent, but what he experienced don't make him crazy. Remember, what you experience don't make you crazy, man, because you go through some stuff and you speak on it. You might speak on it directly, indirectly, subliminal. It don't make you crazy. You know, sometimes people just have a tough time getting their words and their thoughts together. So I would never give up on Kanye. You know, I was watching The Breakfast Club with Dr. Umar, man, and Doc, man, he's right. I mean, we can't get mad and hate Kanye for exposing the people in the entertainment industry. You know, Charlamagne, he like, nah, I'm trying to, you know, just like Kanye, this and that, and it could have, you know, no, man, you can't do that, man. So when I look at Charlamagne defending, you know, not defending Kanye, but trying to continue to tear him down, that lets me know you know what's going on too, and you won't speak on it. You too afraid to speak on it. You too afraid to even check out the information that he's given. Most people who don't do that, I'm just saying, most people who don't do that automatically know. When you know something, you don't go look it up. You don't check it out because you know it already. You know, if you know 6 times 6 is 36, you're not gonna go look that up unless you don't know it. So my thing to Charlamagne is, you're not even gonna fact check what the man is saying. You know what's going on, Charlamagne. Charlamagne the God. Shout out to Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's going on, but you don't even fact check it. Why? You let me believe that you know what's going on. Or you don't think that's happening, but it is. You know some of the people that's sitting up in them high places, man, that's doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping with these women, forcing these women to sleep with them just to get into a position. And that's why these people be so mean with attitudes and stuff, man. You be trying to run up and talk to them. Everybody got an attitude. Everybody mad about something. You know, these actors and actresses, they barely want you touching them, and you know. And I know people gonna say, well, you know, with Tupac, he he spit on the media, and well, Tupac was going through something, been shot, been accused of rape, and all kind of stuff going on. He got people trying to kill him. So yeah, but these ones that ain't got nobody trying to kill him, you know, they just act like that just because. But I understand, you know, all that stuff that you're going through in that industry, man, it'll stress you out. It'll drive you crazy. You got all this money, but you're not in your right mind. And I done seen worse than Kanye. You know, I forget the basketball player that we see, everybody be seeing on YouTube and all. He a homeless guy now. I forget his name. Light-skinned guy. You know, everybody, you know, a couple people that interviewed him. You know, I think he did an interview with Hip Hop Is Real. You know what I'm saying? So he was a famous basketball player. And you see what happened to him. But does that make him crazy? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, people just, you know, they break down, they go through things, you know. But when you see the difference with Kanye, I'll tell y'all the difference with Kanye. Kanye seemed like he grew up in the church. Kanye might have some God in him. You get what I'm saying? Remember, he come from a different place than most of everybody else. You know, a lot of people, sold their religion, for fame. You know what I'm saying? They sold out. They like, man, now because it ain't getting it. Well, I know it ain't getting it. That's because you ain't been taught right. You ain't been taught right. That's why I feel like that to you. You ain't been taught right. See, once you've been taught, dig this. Once you've been taught, it'll never depart from you. It'll never depart from you. You know, a lot of y'all in y'all mind know right from wrong. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can get this off the screen because I'm not sure it's recording, but come on, man. Where is the man, come on. This is the only thing I hate about this stuff, man. You can come on, man. Why y'all hating on me? Why y'all hating on me? Why y'all got this up on the screen? Come on, man. Oh man, why y'all got this up on the screen? I can't even get this off the screen. Let me see if I turn the phone the other way. Nah, I ain't won't let me do it either. That ain't gonna work. Anyway, I hope I can get this out of here. I hope this is not recording this. Y'all probably can see it. Maybe y'all can't. I'm not sure. Can somebody help me get this off the screen? See, it keeps saying learn more. When I press learn more, don't nothing happen. So what is going on? I'm not sure, guys. I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna keep talking. Normal. Let's do normal. Okay. Okay, that should be it, right? That should be it. Anyway, anywho. So this is what people be like, well, we don't believe the Bible because we don't see certain things, or it's not this and not that. It's not true. Well, let me tell you something, y'all. Y'all may not believe this, man, but a lot of y'all ain't gonna see a lot of stuff. A lot of y'all not gonna believe. A lot it's not gonna be in y'all too. Just letting y'all know. I didn't make the rules. I'm not the pastor. I don't own a church. I read a book. And from what I read, and you can look this up, look up in the Bible, predestination. Google, what does it say? What does the Bible say about predestination? It's self-explanatory. If you're not chosen from the beginning of time, if you're not picked before you were born, you're out of there. You get what I'm saying? You're out of there. You're not going to see, receive, or hear anything. That's why people fall for certain things. If you notice a person who's going to do something, commit a crime or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they're going to do, even if they're not going to commit a crime, they could be going to an interview or something. And you might hear something and you say, hey, look, don't speed. Don't go that route. You know what I'm saying? Go this way. Don't go. You might hear that. You know what I'm saying? You might hear something say, no, that's wrong. Don't take that. No, that's wrong. Don't say that to them. Some people do that. And then some people come back and apologize. You know what I'm saying? It's because they hear something and them saying, man, that's wrong. You shouldn't have did that girl like that. You shouldn't have did that man like that. You shouldn't have did that child like that. You always going to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They call it a conscience. I call it God. Some of you all call it a conscience. I call it God. God is my conscience. So, if he's telling me, hey, that's wrong, sometimes we ignore that voice. We do, because we don't really be knowing half the time. We're not paying attention, or we just not used to it. You know what I'm saying? But once you used to it, as time go on, and the older you get, the more mature you get, the more you're gonna start to realize, and the more you're gonna start to hear that voice. So when you hear that voice, then you're it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not going to heaven. Everybody ain't going to hell. But the majority is. I didn't write it. I didn't make this up. But Kanye, I want to say this. It's not him exposing the Jews. It's God exposing the Jews. So he told them, their ancestors, he would do this thousands of years ago. He told them, he said, I will make you all a nation again. Thousands of years ago. You know, they became a nation again in 1948. So this is what I'm saying. If these people wasn't a nation for almost 2,000 years, right? My question to the Hebrew Israelites, if the Israel people that's over there now didn't become a nation until 1948, you guys got to tell me where y'all fit in at. Because if that's the case, then when y'all be together with them too, it says he will bring them back as a nation again. It happened. It came to pass. So where do you guys fit in that prophecy? You tell me. Where do y'all fit in at? It don't sound like y'all fit in nowhere. Got phone calls. It sounds like y'all don't fit in nowhere to me. You know, to be an Israelite, you have to be part of some of those prophecies. Hebrew Israelites, y'all have to be part of that prophecy. If y'all believe in that book, and y'all believe the word of God, and y'all believe God, then y'all have to be part of the prophecy. If y'all not part of any of those prophecies, then if all y'all could talk about, well, we was the Israelites that was freed by Moses, and because we're black and this and that and the third, okay. So common sense would tell you most people in the Middle East migrated. War started, things happened, most people migrated. Everybody didn't, Israel was ran by the Muslims back in those days. Because why? They were carried away. Israel was carried away. North was carried here, South was carried wherever down there. They were carried away. They wasn't a nation. You know what I'm saying? For maybe, about 2,000 years almost. Yeah, almost 2,000 years. Because Southern Judah came back around the time Christ came. When Christ came, they had the Pharisees then. You get what I'm saying? Only in Southern Judah. And he was explaining to them, hey, if you all don't get y'all act together, this is what happened, that, this, and the third. I'm here to do X, Y, and Z. They didn't listen. They persecuted Christ, God's son, So God knew, Jesus knew that these guys didn't receive him because it wasn't in their heart at all. It wasn't in their heart. And it's like God used them to set the example. Like, this is what's going to happen if I'm not here. You're going to do this. You're going to be blasphemous. You're going to kill. You're going to steal. You're going to lie because I'm not in here. That's what I got out of it. I don't know if y'all ever watched Jesus of Nazareth. I don't know if y'all ever watched the movies or read the Bible like that, but that's what I got out of it. That's when he said, you are your father, the devil, that means the things that are in your heart are evil. That's what I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? So you speed it up to now, look what's going on. Like I say, the Jews got a good story, man. They got a great story. But for some reason, I don't know if they feel like they tell that story, people are going to change their life. People not going to really rock with them. They're going to say, hey, man, nah, we better stay over here. Or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're thinking, but they're not telling us everything. If you want to know something, read that Bible. Now, what's probably going to happen, they might go to the Pope and say, hey, look, we need people to start reading this because, we're being exposed. At first, people didn't understand the Bible. People didn't know how to interpret it. They were just happy that they understood and knew what was said in it. That was cool. Now that everybody's getting the knowledge, they got a problem with it. They don't want that out. They don't want y'all to know certain things. They don't want y'all to know their past, the present, or the future. They don't want you to know anything. So they're going to keep us, you and I, in the dark. And then when you find out and you say something about it, you're anti-Semitic. Now, like I said, Christ said the Gentiles were Israelites because the 10 commandments will be written on our fleshy tables of our hearts. That means it's going to be written in your heart. So if you living by those 10 commandments and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're Jewish, you're a spiritual Jew. You might not be blood Jew, you know what I'm saying, physical, but you're spiritual now. They don't like that. I was gonna say, you could tell it's not about us. You could tell it's not about us. They trying to stop prophecy, biblical prophecy. Not me, not Kanye, not anybody. They is. You could tell it's not a war between us and them. It's a war between them and God. It's a war between them and Jesus Christ. It has nothing to do with us. That's why I say we don't battle with flesh and blood, but rulers of darkness and principalities in high places. That's why I say that. Think about it. We ain't doing nothing but what this book say. We living by this Bible, the same Bible that they got. The same Bible that say God's going to send his son. And he came. They rejected him. That's what this is about. That's the big picture, guys. There's nothing more, nothing less. It has nothing to do with anything else. As long as their history and whatever they're doing now is hidden away from people and people don't know, they're all good. But as soon as you say, hey, well, what about that time when, explain to us about what happened with Jeremiah in the Bible when Nebuchadnezzar came and took y'all away. They're going to say, oh, you anti-Semitic. You anti-Semitic. Why? Because I'm asking you about what happened to your ancestors. And during those times, y'all got the scrolls and the history. I'm only going by what these scholars done wrote down and what this Bible say. That's all I can do is compare what the scholars wrote down, because you had Europeans, regular white European scholars and Catholics and all that stuff around these folks. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, whoever was around, note taking, you know, writing stuff down. So I'm reading their information and I'm reading what the Bible say. So they both go hand in hand. So when you ask them about these things, or you say anything that got to do with anything, they ain't got nothing to say. They want to cancel you, shut you up. Why? It got to be a reason. To be anti-Semitic, that means you have to be against a group of people. How am I against a group of people if I'm saying I'm a part of you all? How's that against you all? Kyrie say, hey, I'm Israelite too. So how is me saying I'm like y'all going against y'all? That's not what that is, y'all. Pay attention. That's not, no. See, they try to change it and twist it around because they know what Christ said. They know what their ancestors had told them. They know something that we don't know. Think about it. Just like you, me and you, black man and black man say, hey, you're my brother. We always say, hey, brother, good morning, brother. How you doing, brother? That don't mean we physical brothers by blood. No. So when we say we're Israelites, we're not saying we're against Israelites. We're saying, hey, we like you all. Hey, God gave y'all a covenant. Y'all messed it up. Nebuchadnezzar came, destroyed the temple, took the Ark of the Covenant away. And when Solomon came, David came, y'all rebuilt it. And Jesus came and destroyed it. He told them what he was getting ready to do. That's why it was only 2 temples. That's why it was only 2. The one that Moses showed them how to prepare and what to do. They got the instructions from Moses, from God. God gave the instructions to Moses. Moses said, hey, look, the Levites, y'all carry this. Look, y'all in charge of that. This tribe is in charge of that. This tribe of Israel in charge of that. This, you know what I'm saying? He gave, everybody had a certain duty to do. See, this is what I'm saying. Why they sitting here talking this stuff like don't nobody know nothing. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody had their role. back in those days. So once they continued to worship idols and enslave their people, yeah, they enslaved their own people back then too. That was a whole nother thing. Cause I forget the king name at the time when Jeremiah was prophesying. That king, you can look this up. That king enslaved their own people. And he told them, hey, Jeremiah told them, he said, look, man, y'all got a chance to make this right. God said, if y'all do this, he won't bring judgment. But because their hearts were hardened, they didn't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? They wanted the pleasures of the world just like we do. So that's why it end up splitting up like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they end up going into captivity. That's why. That's the whole big reason why they went into captivity. Twice. The third time was the Holocaust. That's 3 times. Guys, African people only been enslaved once. And we're in the end times. So we only been enslaved once, and we're in the end times, right? They've been enslaved 3 times. The third one was the Holocaust. They were executed like crazy. Think about that. African people 1 time, Jews 3 times. Now ask them, was it prophesied each time? Each time. Now, not sure about the first one. The first one, the pharaohs took over after Joseph, and you know, I'm not quite sure, but I heard, you know, I have to check that one, but I heard it started there. They was worshiping Egyptian gods. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure. Y'all look this up. The last 2 I can definitely speak for. The first one I kind of quite don't remember. You know what I'm saying? But this was God chosen people, basically. So think about this, right? Everybody in that Hebrew bloodline, because you got to remember, you know what I'm saying? Joseph brothers, they all came to Egypt. I'm pretty sure a lot of them mingle with the Egyptian women, and you know, I'm pretty sure the Egyptian women, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of that was going on. That's how we got here, y'all. Come on. We're not finna sit here and act like, if you look, these folks traveled, man. Jesus even traveled. He even went from place to place. He didn't stay in one place. So, I mean, for people to sit here and say, well, no, it's just we're this and we're the black Israelites and all that. No. I agree. We are Israelites. Spiritual Israelites. If you're following the 10 commandments, you're a spiritual Israelite. Yes, I agree with that. Far as coming from the tribes and being one of them people, no. Because like I said, black Hebrew Israelites, y'all have to tell me, where do y'all fit into prophecy? You got to show me where it prophesied that you all will be a nation again. It don't look like black folks is a nation. We are, but we so divided. We're so divided. It's mighty funny that these group of people get to come back together in 1948, and us is still like this. We're still separate. So it has to line up with prophecy, guys. Don't listen to these people if it line up with prophecy. I'll tell you like this: if it line up with prophecy, listen to them. If it don't line up, don't listen to them. It has to line up with biblical prophecy. So Kanye, all he's doing is exposing the industry. You all need to take note of this. Stop saying, oh, the man is bipolar, he's this and that. Y'all looking at personal issues that has nothing to do with y'all. Y'all don't know what's going on in that industry. Y'all see everybody else is quiet, not saying nothing. All they doing is taking your money and ripping you off and selling you a dream. Half the people y'all listen to and rock with was never gangster, never sold a bag in their life. It's their homies that did it. They rapping about their homie life. Think about this, y'all. We looking up to people who ain't even street people for real. They not even real street people. You know, just like Ice Cube, 30 years later. Well, I was never no gangster. 30 years later, but NWA, I'm from a gang called, now you was from a gang called Niggas with Attitude, but you ain't a gangster now. See what I'm saying? And no disrespect to Cube. Shout out to Cube. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make this no Ice Cube hate because I don't hate Ice Cube. I just didn't understand, well, if you was never really a gangster, why do it then? Why you portray a gangster? You could rap street without saying, hey, you know, I'm hardcore. You know, we do this and we do that. You roll with a crew talking about shooting and, you know what I'm saying? And then when you go solo, you continue to do the same thing. Get West Side Connection. You want to make people bow down and all this stuff. So you betray the gangster life and the gangster image, but you're not a gangster. You get what I'm saying? Like, why even do it in the first place then if you was never real, you know? Or why not make it clear, hey, look, I'm rapping about my homie lifestyle. He can't get on the mic and say the things that I could say because he's living it. So, no, I'm not the gangster, but my homie is. My mans that I roll with, he in the streets, he down, he do wop wop. I just roll with him from time to time. I pick up on things. We grew up together as kids, whatever the case may be. Just be honest. Why sell records, make millions, make movies, become a big star, got people fooled, and then later say, well, I was never no gangster. You know, even Dr.J said back in the day, well, it's just entertainment. It's just music and entertainment. I agree. Yes, it's music and entertainment. Not disputing that, Dre. Not disputing that, Dre, at all. Yes, it's music and entertainment. But you got people out here don't have nothing to look up to, nothing to look forward to. You all they got. Y'all forget that. Some of y'all didn't grow up with your fathers. Now, Ice Cube had his father. Dre, I think, didn't have his father. Eazy-E, I'm not sure. I don't think Eazy-E had his father either. A lot of y'all didn't have y'all father. So y'all was looking for somebody to look up to. Now y'all got people looking up to y'all. So that y'all have to set the example, but y'all didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made gangster rap, gangster lyrics. And then as time went on, everybody else started doing it. Everybody else started doing it. Everybody else went from break dancing to regular hip hop to just bebop street stuff to, yeah, we slanging dope, we real, we killing, we doing this, we hanging them, we thug life, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff started coming about because you all helped start it. You all helped start it. Dolores C. Tucker was trying to kill all that because she knew what was going to happen. She probably knew then a lot of these guys was frauding. And like, why are y'all doing this? Like, this is going to destroy the community because y'all are not who y'all say y'all are for real. Y'all not street dudes. Y'all not street people. Think about this. Y'all just think. Sit back and think, man. You see, the problem with you all is y'all don't think. Y'all just do. Y'all just so happy to see a black man on TV, a black man making it. Oh, and that's it. But wait a minute now. You got to remember, this black man don't own anything. This black man is not in charge of anything. You know what I'm saying? So why are we listening to people who don't own nothing, don't have nothing? Why do we take up for these people who don't speak up for us until something happens to one of theirs or to something happens to them? You know, for example, what's his name? A$AP Rocky. When he was over there, A$AP Rocky. Well, not Ferg. Ferg is the other dude, Rocky, right? The one with Rihanna. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When he was over there in Sweden in jail, oh man, they raised this and that. He wanted people to advocate for him and everything. Out of everything that's going on right now, what is he saying? What is he saying? Is he saying anything? Is he doing anything? But when it was his turn, he wanted people to advocate for him and speak up, say this and fight this, and this. They being racist over here, this and that. You only hear from these guys when it's something happening to them or their loved ones. But when it's happening to you, you never hear from these people. These people don't call you. These people don't check on you. They might check on one or two people, might help one or two kids graduate, might help one or two funerals. But they the ones getting rich off your kids. And us. Because the kids ain't got no damn money. That's why they stealing. We got to go out. We buying this. We giving them money to pay for these streams and stuff. These kids ain't got no damn money. It's the grown-ups who's paying for this. So if I'm going to pay for my son to listen to your crap, then I have a right to speak on your crap. Because I'm not going to pay for that crap. And you don't help your people. You don't do nothing for your community. You got all that paper. I'm not asking you to. I'm telling you to. That's the difference. Not asking you to do anything. I'm telling you. Set up some kind of economics class or something. You know, shout out to Lupe. You know, he teaching and whatever. I saw that. you know, but we just don't want to learn how to rap. You know why they can't teach us economics? Because they don't know no economics. These folks don't know no damn economics. That's why they get gypped and cheated out their money and broke. And then want to get on these interviews, man, yeah, they did me wrong. Want people to feel sorry for them. Man, F you, go to hell. Don't nobody feel sorry for none of you jokers out there. Y'all lose y'all money. Y'all poor than you. That puts you back on the same level as me. And I'm just going to still treat you the same way I would have treated you when you had money. Still going to treat you like a man or a woman. I'm not going to look at you no different because you failed or it didn't work out for you. Or you blew a whole bag and didn't know what to do with it, or you let these people cheat you out your records and contract. I'm not gonna look at you no different. I'm not gonna condemn you. I'm not gonna judge you. But you know, I wish I had the donkey of the day thing. Y'all would get that donkey of the year, donkey of the lifetime. Because when you help people, you also help yourself. But because y'all don't help nobody, that's why nobody helps y'all. That's why they steal from y'all, because y'all don't help nobody else. I'm going to say that again. When you help somebody, you begin to help yourself. So if I'm economically illiterate and I want to start an economic class, find me a teacher, and I'm going to be sitting in there with them. It's going to be funded by me, but I'm going to be sitting in there with them so I can learn something too. With my students. You know, sometimes y'all got to come down off these high horses, man. They be putting y'all up on these high horses, like I say, making y'all idols and everything, making y'all seem better than people. But guess what? Y'all bleed like us. You shit like us. You piss like us. You eat like us. What makes you different? The same way I eat my food, same way you eat yours. Same way you sit on the toilet and take a dump, same way I sit on the toilet and take a dump. So what makes you different? What makes you better than me? Your money? Your money? Hell, there's people out here that had money and died. There's people that were celebrities and died with nothing. Money couldn't save them. Here it is. I'm out living damn near half the people I grew up watching. Some of these people my age, some of these people are a few years older than me, some of these people are 10 years older than me. But I'm living longer than them. Look at DMX. Look how old he was when he died. Like back in the day, somebody that died at 50, that was like 40, he had real medical problems, or he had a drug problem, or he was a drug dealer, he was in a gang, got killed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now, you hearing all these rappers, all these celebrities, they either killing themselves or somebody killing them, or they killing somebody. Why? Think about that, y'all. I'm a rapper. I get signed, right? I'm supposed to get all this money. I'm supposed to do this and that. But I'm still out here committing crimes. Nah, you know what it is? You know why these niggas most of these niggas committing crimes? For one, they got to rap about something. They got to keep that going. See, that's another thing that I don't understand about these folks and this mentality that they got. You know what I'm saying? But that's here nor there. So they got to do something, you know, to have fresh lyrics to keep it going. But most of the time, a lot of these people do it because they ain't got no dang on money. They ain't seeing no millions and all that. They might see a chain here, a car here, a crib there, this, that, few here. They're not seeing no real money, ladies and gentlemen. Why they still in the streets? Because the real money wouldn't be in the streets now. Are wannabes. Half of them want to be street niggas. They want to be in the streets. They want to be in the streets. I just want y'all to think about that, man. They want to be out there. Then they get themselves popped. Don't leave their families nothing. Families don't have no money. Now, you supposed to be getting your damn family out the hood, but you sitting here hanging in the hood. That was never the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, niggas used to sell dope to get out the hood. That's the reason why niggas was selling dope. To get out the hood. But now, it done flip. Niggas sell dope to stay in the hood. Niggas become rappers to stay in the hood. Just ain't adding up. See, that's what I'm talking about with people, man. That's why I stay away from people. This is why I don't rock with folks, man. That's why I rock with people that they got the same mind, man. Morals and values, standards, man. Stop rocking with street dudes, man. Cause street dudes, man, they was, it was so much double standard in the streets. I seen a lot of dudes going down this way or up this way, and then, but they make a right here or they go left this way, and then after that they don't know where they're going. So I'm like, what the hell am I following this dude for? And then come to find out when you got more education than these niggas, you're like, I'm following a stupid one. Like, then they get mad at you for being smart, smarter than them. And they don't like that because then you're a threat. So what the hell I'm going to be out here for then? I'm on your team, I'm with you, but then I show a little smartness, a little, I'm a little better at something than you. Oh, now I'm a threat. You can't win for losing, no matter what you do. So, with that being said, I got to go in because I got to take me a nasty dump. I'm just sitting talking about dumps. I got to take me a nasty dump myself. But, man, love y'all, man. Man, I thank y'all for rocking with me, man. I thank God for the little 487 subscribers that I got. Man, if y'all rocking with me, man, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm gonna have some more stuff going on, man. I'm gonna be talking some more stuff, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That's why they call me the real Jerel. I'm not here to BS y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got my little antics and stuff that I, but that's gonna be later. That's gonna be on another channel. That's gonna be later. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me, but right now, I gotta say some things. Some things need to be said, man. Some things need to be put out there in the forefront so people can know what's going on, man. And people can just stop believing whatever. Like I say, everything I say, you can fact check. I'm not here to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to lie to you. This ain't no antics channel. I got stuff for that. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't gonna be that channel. You know what I'm saying? I know people, oh man, yeah. We like entertainment. I know y'all want to be entertained. Nobody want to hear nothing real. Don't nobody want to hear nothing real. People want to stay broke, mad, and murderers and whatever. Don't nobody want to hear nothing real. People want to be whatever they want to be, so I'm going to let them. You know what I'm saying? But those who know better, those who hear something inside of them and say, man, look, don't do that. Pay attention to that voice, man. Pay attention to yourself, man. You're on the right track. Don't let nobody else take you off your track, man. You know what I'm saying? Go out here and be a citizen, y'all. Stop trying to get in these streets, man. The streets ain't doing nothing for us. We keeping everybody else rich. We keep the jails rich. We keep the entertainment industry rich. We keep the restaurants rich. We keep the politicians rich. We keep everybody else rich. And then when it comes to us, we don't fight for nothing. We don't ask for nothing. So that's why we're in the situation we in, Sometimes it do make you sit back like, man, I want to sell out, man. I just want to, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I won't do that. For no amount of money, man. So I hope y'all, do the same, man. Hope y'all stay strong, man. Don't let certain things, kill your vibe, man. Stay positive, man. And like I said before, I don't ask people to subscribe to my channel, you know what I'm saying? But I would like you all to, because I like to talk to you all. And I'm pretty sure y'all will get some stuff out of me. Y'all might learn some things and y'all might have some questions. So if you got some questions or some comments, man, leave them down below, man. I'm gonna get at y'all. Peace.